Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and today I'm doing a process video for you that I think I have been promising for a while now, at least a couple process videos. It's some soccer photos and hexagons. I had a whole plan in my head, and every time I would go to sit down to start this layout, I would end up doing a different layout. And so this kind of got backburnered for a while. I don't even know why, because most of those hexagon shapes I had already punched out of scrap paper. So it wasn't like there was a whole lot of prep work to this. I just needed to find a piece of background paper, get my embellishments, and get my photos. So these are 3 photos from spring soccer. And I divided up the spring soccer photos by, I think these were taken... These might have been like the beginning of June, maybe the end of May. I tried to divide them up a little bit. These were just from the first game. And then I have like a ton of pictures from the second and I think the third game. And I'm going to make like a 2-page layout for the second and the third page. That's my plan. And you're actually going to hear more about my soccer plan and see a little bit of a sneak peek of it in this video. But you're going to hear more about my soccer pictures plan in my upcoming December haul video. So if you want to find out what that's all about and see the products that I'm going to be working with and find out where I got all of the products, it's a big haul, you guys. It's a big one. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you will not miss out on when that video goes live at the beginning of December. I can't believe we're already talking about December. I'm filming this voiceover and Thanksgiving is next week. And I'm just like, what? What happened? Hello? So anyway, so I know I have that big photo and it was 4x6. I backed it on some some yellow cardstock and I had to cut it down a little bit, make it a little bit smaller. I had originally thought maybe I could cut that large photo into a larger hexagon and do things with larger hexagonal shapes. However, I only have one size of a hexagon punch. It's the one I'm using right there. And I'm going to punch those other photos into hexagon sizes because the photos were taken from a far off distance. And so cutting the photos down into that smaller shape really focuses more on where my daughter is in the picture and the action of the soccer game. If you guys know of a company that makes either a larger hexagon punch or some type of hexagon cutter, paper cutter thing, definitely let me know in the comments because I would love to have a product like that. I did think about printing out a hexagon on regular printer paper and then maybe using it to trace a larger hexagon somewhere or just use it to kind of create a hexagonal shape with stuff. Obviously, I didn't do that for this layout, but maybe since I still have some soccer photos, maybe I'll try to do that with one of those other layouts. So basically, this is so easy, and you don't even have to do this type of layout with hexagons. You could do it with any shape you want, squares, circles, triangles. There's a shape that doesn't get used very often on scrapbook layouts, triangles, right? So I mean, you've probably seen me do something similar. I know I've done something similar with circles. I might have done something similar with squares before. The squares is pretty cool because you can create like a quilted background, which looks really neat. Yeah, and then the triangles, you could do like almost like a create your own chevron type of background, right? So there are lots of different things that you can do. It's basically just finding the right pattern papers that are going to go together. I mean, I have a variety of random pattern papers. Like I said, these were all punched with my hexagon punch out of just scrap paper. All right, and I'm just putting them all together. Great way to bash your stash. So yeah, I'm just found pattern papers that I thought went well together. I placed them all down. I stuck them all down. The 2 hexagon photos were popped up on foam tape. And that's just because I want them to stand out a little bit more than just the regular pattern papers. All right, so now it comes to embellishments. So the whole purpose, I was glad that I had these soccer photos, even though my kid didn't really like playing soccer, but I had a soccer ball sticker. I think it was from an Echo Park collection. Okay, I think it was called Teen Girl, Teen Squad, something. Anyway, but I had the soccer ball sticker and I'm like, I'm going to save it. I'm going to use it for these soccer photos. So that was at the start of this layout, the only embellishment that I had. I then purchased some soccer stuff from Not Just for Boys Kit Clubs. You'll see that in my December haul video. And so I'm using a little bit of those pieces here on this layout just to kind of add make embellishment clusters, help make my title down there. It says soccer star. I think those teal alphas were just already in my stash. I'm just going to add some enamel dots, some of the star stickers, just to kind of like, create little embellishment clusters and more visual interest going through and on those hexagon pieces. So I can't wait for you guys to see my haul video. And I also can't wait to finish scrapbooking the rest of these soccer pictures. I'm curious that if you guys have specific themed photos, whether it's soccer game, baseball game, what have you, do you try to find themed papers and embellishments to go along with that? Or do you just kind of use whatever you want? Maybe you try to match color schemes, or maybe you just don't even care. You're just like, hey, I have this other collection that I like, right? I'm curious to know what you guys do, if you like the themey collections, because they could be kind of niche. Not everybody plays soccer. I think there are enough people who probably play soccer or enjoy soccer or whatever. But I mean, some of the collections I've seen other manufacturers do, like a piano themed collection. And I'm like, that's cool, but I don't play. I mean, my kid doesn't take piano lessons. I took piano lessons as a kid, but like, it's not really a collection that spoke to me. So I'm just wondering how like themey you like to get sometimes with, scrapbook collections. And if there is a theme that you wish the scrapbook manufacturers would make. For me, it's a Girl Scout theme. I don't know why, but you'd think that would just be so intuitive. Like, let's make a Girl Scout collection. It doesn't even have to be like Girl Scout branded. It could just be kind of like Scouts branded. So maybe you guys know of something that's like that, and you should let me know in the comments. I'm asking you to leave me a lot of stuff in the comments today. So I hope that I get a lot of comments and that you guys are very active, even if you just want to go down and say hi. Because I know sometimes you're watching these videos, maybe they're on mute. You're trying not to disturb someone else. You forgot your headphones. You're not really listening. It's fine. Just go down in the comments. Well, you can't hear me tell you to go down in the comments either, can you? I wish you could do captions on these. That'd be cool. All right, so here I'm adding some splatters. My favorite squeeze lemonade from Tim Holtz. Love the way that bright yellow looks against the blue. I'm adding a little bit of green because obviously there's some green in the papers and embellishments, and also like the green of the soccer field. And then I'm going to do some white Avery L, which you'll see it in the close-ups. I have so much trouble with this stuff. I have trouble with it leaking out of the bottle when I'm shaking it. And it just doesn't stick. It doesn't show up well on all types of cardstock. So you'll see it in the close-ups, but I can't guarantee that if you are going through my scrapbook album in a couple weeks, if you were here with me, you're going through it, I can't guarantee that you will still see those white splatters. But I just wanted to try it out, and I just like the way it looks. So here are the close-ups. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end, you guys. I will see you next time for more Scrapbook Process videos, and a happy Thanksgiving to my US friends.